So, thanks very much for coming along, and just wanted to get a quick snapshot of who you are since we're a small group. So, my name's Jules, and I forgot your name.
Helen.
Got Helen. In a couple of lines, what's your angle on online video and what size of company and things?
I work for UNEF, which is the Amish University.
Yes.
So we create videos that are purely education based. That's how we kind. It's the way we use video is more about disseminating information and trying to make money on it. So still being able to provide valuable content, even though I can't generate sales from it.
Right.
Yeah, how else we can show them the business value.
Okay.
My name is Pascal. I'm from Switzerland. I work for Ringier, which is the largest media company in Switzerland. We produce radio, TV, classical magazines, newspapers. My section is the web TV section. We produce web TV content for all our brands.
Great.
My name's Laura Smith. I work for Chris Sherry. I lead AudioVideo.com, so I manage work
Right.
with the website. We handle quite a lot of video content for Chris Sherry, so kind of looking at how we can best design and define our online content.
Cool. Thank you.
And my name is Natalie. I'm coming from Spain and I'm working at a school producing all the videos for the business school.
School.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Just because there's a small group, I was going to find out where you're from and what you do.
Yeah, my name's Ethan. I'm from BBC Worldwide.
Oh, right.
And yeah, we're just having a look at
Yeah.
what we're doing for strategies and stuff like that.
Cool.
at the moment.
Great. Thanks very much. So, that's me. I mean, that's a few of my domains and things you might want to jot down. It's going to come up at the end as well. So that's the kind of crazy title of this seminar, which was a sort of mixture of me and Eric flying emails back and forth. So I thought it was quite cool. Kind of double negative in there. Don't suck without breaking, but never mind. It was all good. Here's what I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give you loads of stats because I looked at the program and who's coming up later in this day, and I can just tell you that there's going to be lots of stats flying around. And every time I go to these video conferences, I always get to know that YouTube is the second biggest search engine, in the world, and the same kind of facts are coming up over and over. So I've decided to sort of go for the kind of creative angle on this, and I think that's why Eric decided to get me in for this. So who am I? Well, my background is television and freelanced 10 years, jumping around 15 production companies, worked for all the big channels, BBC, Channel 4, MTV, I haven't even put them up, ITV5, mostly in the sort of entertainment and reality TV genres. And as a self-shooting producer-director, and what that means is literally taking on board all of the producing, in terms of producing your own show, scripting, organizing, scheduling, alongside a senior person like an executive producer, but basically taking command of a single episode in a series and working with a very, very small team and going and making the show. So, for example, one show I made was Don't Tell the Bride. You might know it. If you're in England, you might know it. It's on BBC Three. It's a reality show where the groom has to organise a wedding for his bride in 30 days, but the bride knows nothing about it. So when she turns up on the day at the church, she doesn't even know where she's going. The dress is a secret. Everything's a secret. So I basically follow around a stressed groom for 30 days, filming him day and night. And the whole show is made by me, directing, producing, shooting, asking the questions, and an assistant. No crew. The only crew was, we had 2 days of crew. One day was the master interviews, where you set up the master interviews at the top. You meet the family and the bride and groom in sort of sit-down interviews. the rest of it on your own, and then the last day for the wedding, because obviously that's a major part of the series, of the show, is the wedding. Then it was 2 cameramen, a producer, director like myself, shooting third camera, and me not shooting. So, and that became a 1 hour, 59-minute show. And that's the way that I kind of got into this whole idea that people can create their own videos. My point is, if you can make pretty, prime time TV and get people skilled to do that, then you can certainly carry that through to whatever content you might want to do on the internet. And it works. It does work. I mean, it's hard, but it works, and you can get good quality out of doing that. So right now, I'm more inclined to be making videos for business, having run around for 10 years doing that kind of work. So I make videos for various clients. Often it comes via a third party, but for people like Times Education and people like that. So I'm sort of trying to bring some of that TV into online video, that kind of knowledge from TV into online video. And I also coach people how to make good videos for business, particularly. So can you all make good videos? Maybe you are already, I don't know, but I'm very optimistic. There's a certain camp, there's a certain view that people in business shouldn't make their own videos. They should hire people all the time. But I'm much more optimistic about that. I believe that video is about being creative, and if you're in business, then you tend to be a creative person. You need to be a creative person. And people in business learn fast. Anybody that's sort of seen the growth of social media knows how quickly things are changing and how you need to adapt and learn new tools, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or the changes that are going on in YouTube or whatever. You learn fast. And what I see happening is a real shift of people in business becoming content producers, and people who might not have previously made content having to make content. And video skills are becoming key. Like, who knows, in the future, people are going to be asked more and more, have you got video skills? It won't just be, can you write and can you do social media? But if you can learn video skills or train people in video skills, that's going to be a massive asset, because as everyone knows who's here, how much video is exploding across the web and becoming a key form of delivery. So how do you learn it? Well, I think you can learn from TV. I know there's a certain view that kind of TV is like on the way out and web video is cool and that's the way to go. But I look at it slightly differently. I think that TV is pretty good at what it does, and there's a lot of lessons to be learnt from TV, how it engages audience, creates fans, creates chat. Just think about how many people get absorbed by big hit TV shows, and if you're on the tube, you just see them reading about it in the paper, you hear them chatting about it. It still has the power to engage, to create heroes that people start to follow. So you can learn a lot from TV, and throughout this talk here, I'll reference back to TV, and maybe when you get back and start watching TV tonight or over the weekend or whatever, maybe start looking at it in different ways, see what you can steal from TV to use in your own web videos. Obviously, YouTube, great place to learn, and without doubt, you should be checking out what your competitors are doing. What are they doing, and what can you do better than them? Where are they failing, and what are they doing good at the same time? And also, look at YouTube stars. Like, these people have grown from nothing, from basically a pocket camera in their bedroom, to become global stars. And they've learnt to make great videos. A lot of people I talk to, they've never heard of them, or they can't understand why would they want to watch these people doing crazy stuff. But the bottom line is that they've perfected their video skills, and that's why, like, YouTube are investing in them, and there's training camps going on in America where they're taking the YouTube stars and teaching them how to improve their videos. So they're now tending to go away from the pocket cameras up to like the digital SLR cameras, higher end cameras. As they've grown their audience, they're making serious serious money through sponsorship and advertising. So a few names there: iJustine, Mystery, Guitar Man, Pixie Woo. You might want to check out their channels if you're interested. Right, here we go. So, talking about sort of minimalism and small, cheap equipment, and I'm hoping you're interested in this kind of side of it. I started looking at pocket video cameras when I saw quite a well-known American marketer starting to use a flip camera. I just saw him online, and he was filming crazy stuff like him going to the dentist and sort of things you thought, well, why is he doing that? But he was basically building up an audience, and he ended up actually selling thousands of flip cameras. So he was using the tool and selling the tool at the same time. And I'd never blogged before, so I thought, well, I really want to get online and see what I can do. So I set up a blog called myflip.co.uk, very, very, very niche. And all I did was blog about flip. Now, that might sound crazy. What could you write? But there's so much. When you take a camera like that, there's so much you can write, not only about different cameras and the accessories, what people are using them for, how to shoot better with them. A lot I could do. But I built up this niche site, kept targeting like the keywords, which is what you should do in your videos, like flip video, flip camera, how to switch my flip on, all the kind of crazy stuff that you get on Google. People are really weird on Google. They ask things like, should I buy a camera? Or should I buy that? They're just asking Google to sort of solve all of their issues, and should they do things. It's great because you can check all the searches that come through to your site. So I was basically building that and starting to rank really high, got noticed by the company that made Flip and later taken over by Cisco. They started retweeting what I was saying about and sending me tweets saying, did you catch anything on your camera this weekend, and that sort of stuff. So that was great for me just to learn about this sort of online side of things and building an audience. And when I was doing that, what I noticed, more and more business people starting to use video, wanting to leverage video. It wasn't just the skateboarding duck kind of videos, or baby crying and whatever. It was people in business started to realize that they could get in the game with video. And these kind of people are people who don't want to wait for the budget. They don't want to wait for the budget to make the video, wait for the budget to get signed off. Let's make a video one day when the budget's signed off in about 3 or 4 weeks. They wanted to just get on with it and go for it. And they weren't waiting for everything to be perfect. So to have every possible location or camera crew or anything, they just wanted to go out and do it. And they weren't making videos by committee. That's what I call it. Because, I've worked with clients who the process of making a video gets really strangulated between all the various groups that are involved with it, and it's quite a process of actually getting to the point of making a video and then shooting it and then getting it approved. So obviously I know you're all different sized companies and you've got rules and regulations and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just saying that I definitely like that attitude where things get done and get done fast, particularly with video, because you don't want to wait and to decide to make a video whilst your competitors are sort of making loads of videos. And it was becoming, part of their marketing mix. They would basically schedule a video to be made. So they'd have it on their wall chart. Wednesday, making a video ourselves. No crew, just we're making it ourselves. We're going to make a video every Wednesday, building up that audience on YouTube or wherever, but just making it a regular part of what they were doing. So I'm going to show a few videos during this, and I encountered this chap, Jason of Beverly Hills. He's a jeweler in Beverly Hills. That's not him, that's a flip camera. And so basically, he's got creative staff, so he lets them be creative. As simple as that. You may work in a company where you've got really, really creative staff who might not do video. Why not let them have a go at video? So here's a video shot on a flip, probably something like that one. I'll actually more like an older one, like this one. Yeah, rest in peace. As you all know here, the Flip video was killed off. I don't know if you must know that Cisco wrote it off, and they basically said no more Flips, we're out of the business, which kind of caused a big uproar amongst all the Flip fans. They were weeping probably and very distressed because, you know, Flip managed to build a brand, fanatical brand. They had 200,000 fans on Facebook, something like that. And they wrote it off. They wanted to move into different areas or not get involved anymore. So anyway, here you go.
Angel by Jason Bennett. I saw a savior, come my way. I thought I'd see it, the cold light of day.
So I just used that example. It's a kind of promo, obviously a promo style video, but made in-house with an enthusiastic member of staff who wanted to make it. And you can see that quality-wise it's pretty good. It's not advertising quality, but it does the job. It does the job for that person, for that company. And that kind of setup, very, very, very simple. I'm going to I'll talk a bit about lighting a bit later on, but just a plain roll of paper. You can buy them from photo stores, £30. A stand and a couple of soft lights and the camera, because these cameras, they shoot great video. There's a video circulating on YouTube now, it's gone viral, where somebody's gone out and shot a video using the new iPhone 4S that came out this week. They've shot a video with this, they've shot a video with a Canon DSLR camera and put it side by side. There's a great habit of people making these videos where they compare two cameras side by side. They shoot the same subject on a tripod like this, and you can't tell the difference between the two. Particularly it's been compressed, it's out on YouTube, you know, but you cannot literally tell the difference when you look at it. And that's caused a big stir, you know, it's kicking off everywhere. Everyone's like saying, oh my God, the camera on this is so great, I've got to get one. So, you know, we've come a long way from this. That was the first portable VCR camcorder, 1969. I mean, the camera's not that massive, but that's not a handbag. That's the tape that she's carrying, reels of tape in her bag there. So, not ideal. You know, now we're sort of this sort of size. More like that. I mean, this is Kodak PlayTouch here, which, yes, Kodak sent me this to review, and my daughter dropped it on the floor after one day, so it's broken, but that is a Kodak PlayTouch, fairly new, £130, shoots HD. I'm going to talk more about cameras later, but this camera is the one that I would recommend right now, since I just mentioned that Flip has gone, and you know, this has got more features which I'll discuss later. Now, I was thinking I was going to have I might have video production people here who think I'm a sort of heretic. Oh my God, I'm teaching people how to make videos. But, you know, my point is, you can model your business, again, referring back to TV, I call it the extra factor. There's one way of doing this is that you may want your glossy, expensive videos. You may need those, and you may want to use those on your home page, on your main customer-facing pages. And that's all good, because sometimes, of course, you want to get a professional in very difficult, you know, tricky circumstances. You're working with presenters, all kinds of tricky occasions where you want to use camera crew. But also think about in TV how you get those big glossy shows on one channel, and then on the second channel you get the behind the scenes kind of shows. So you get like the big X Factor, and then you get the Extra Factor, or, and other shows that I've worked on where they've had the main show go out, and then they've had leveraging the content behind the scenes. And some of those shows are shot by researchers who have had, a couple of weeks of training on the camera, and they just send them out, and they get really good footage often because they get close to the people they're filming, and they come back with really good footage. So you could maybe do it on a model like that, where you do reserve your budget for certain videos, but then look at how you can create more content in other ways using lower budget cameras by training your staff to do the other kind of videos. Because I think at the end of the day, you don't want to just do one video. A lot of companies say to me, who haven't got video, they say, we're going to make a video in March, like one video. But of course, as you all know, one video is not enough, because if you're going to really sort of reach out on the web, you're going to need to have a lot of content out there, a lot of sort of tentacles going out to the web where people can find it, dragging them back to where you are. So volume is important. It's better to have, in my view, more videos that are not of maybe fantastic quality than just one video. So let's talk about pocket videos, cameras. By the way, does anybody use pocket video cameras here at all? Does anybody touch one, or what do you use? Yeah. Okay, nice. Compacts, cool. So, great advantage with pocket video, doing it yourself. And when I say pocket video, if you're thinking, well, these cameras are a joke, we want to use bigger cameras, just a lot of what I'm saying applies equally to whether or not, whether you're using bigger camcorders as well, really. The idea of making it yourself, being able to test things before you create this masterpiece video that you're not sure it's the right angle, or it's not going to work, or the format's not right for your audience. You can test it. And test ways of shooting. Test maybe people you want to appear in your videos to see if they can actually cut it on video. Almost like rehearse it before you actually go and get your expensive promo video. I mean, when we do TV shows, we cast people for the show, and we film them. I go to their house. So we'll go to hundreds of houses and meet these people that want to be on TV, and we'll film them and get them used to the camera. So you can use this self-made approach to actually get people used to cameras and to train people. You can get feedback. You can put it out there on the web and get feedback, instantly. How many comments do you get on YouTube? How many likes do you get on Facebook? Is your managing director sitting in front of the pot plant talking about his business? How many likes does that get? Or is it the guy in the warehouse, the guy that could be on TV, that's moving boxes every day? Is he the character? Does he get more likes? So test. You can find talent, that's what I've been talking about. You create volume, and the reason I put that line in was to really remind me that obviously here, a lot of people offering services about video distribution platforms. And I remember coming here, I think it was last year, and one of the problems that kept coming up was people said, people haven't got the content to give us. They haven't got enough content to make it worth their while to go with us. And the people who haven't got content were saying, I can't afford the content. It's too expensive to make videos. So, my view is, and companies are doing this already, put out a lot of video and just get video made. Okay. Advantage of pocket video, right. Well, you can see there's a camera at the back right now filming me, and you can see the size of that camera. But obviously, with pocket video cameras, you've got this speed and portability benefit. Use the benefits of the tools, to use it to their strengths. So obviously, vlogging, take it anywhere with you. Conferences, for example, anywhere you can take a camera with you anywhere. Fly on the wall. Be ready to capture things that happen behind the scenes in your business. Leverage it. If you get a flood in your business, film it. If you get the most amazing hailstorm for 10 years in Ealing Broadway, which I think I was caught in once, film it, because that's all content that people will be searching for. If there's a big storm, what do people search for? Massive, kick-ass storm in London. So that's just a joke, but you're gonna label your videos according to that, and you're gonna get more views, and you're gonna build more reputation, get more followers that way around. React to events, I've just really covered that. Customer service, if you get issues with customers, or if you get a problem that keeps reoccurring, you keep getting the same emails, why when I receive my goods does this happen, or why? React to it quick, make a video, point people to the video, let the video work for you, explaining in a really face-to-face way how to solve your customers' problems. Don't wait to plan the video for a couple of weeks to record it. React fast. And quicker you are, the quicker you can rank for the keywords that you might be going for, and get more comments, more likes, and that will help keep your video up there in the search. It's definitely about speed, being first. Okay. Obviously, when you get one of these cameras out, people tend to be more natural on camera. It's more informal. It's not as daunting as having a big, huge camera and a sound recordist and a lighting engineer. So people can relax more, and that can help people really get to know your business even better. Video is amazing. You know this. I don't need to tell you this, how amazing it is at giving that kind of face-to-face feeling. I've filmed myself for what I do, and it's amazing when you go to some meeting or meet-up and people come up to you and they say, I know you from somewhere, don't I? And they've never met you, but they've seen you on video, and it breaks down barriers that way as well amongst your peers. Pocket cameras, very, very postable. Postable, what do I mean by that? Is that a word? Postable. Basically, you can post them and you can send them to your customers. I've seen this happen in the US particularly. You want to get a customer testimonial. You don't want to trek up to Edinburgh or somewhere. You post the camera with instructions how to use it. Or you make a video how to use it, and you say, we got that email from you where you said you thought that our product was fantastic. You wouldn't mind, showing us how you're using it, or recording you talking about it. Here's the camera. Give them an incentive. Maybe you'll send them a free camera afterwards or something like that. But there you go. Very, very valuable video customer testimonials. Invaluable. And rather than, you could shoot them professionally, probably advisable. If you haven't got the budget, get them anyway. And the fact that the customer's shooting them means that people aren't expecting them to be massively professional anyway. So that can really help. And get people, one note there, get people to show you how they use the product, not just sitting on camera, it's a great product. Can they get any what's called cutaway shots, B-roll it's called, of them using it? So maybe they've got a kid's bike. Yeah, we want you talking about the bike, but can you shoot your kid on the bike? Extra footage makes it more believable, yeah? Staff created, empowering people in your staff. So, for example, the sales team. Internally as well. Say, for example, you've got a sales team and they're all competing. Get them to, or helping each other, either way, get them to record. If they've had a sale, get them in the car. When they've come out and got the sale, get them to film themselves talking about how did they get the sale, what worked, how excited are they that they got the sale. Get them on camera, get that excitement, get that kind of reality TV excitement of that moment on camera, and then you can share that. Maybe you're going to share that internally on your intranet or whatever. And there's big companies very big companies that do this, that give out a pocket video kit. I forget, you probably know better than me. It's either Microsoft or Google, one of them, but they used to give out a little kit with a flip, a tripod, a separate recorder, and they used to give it out to certain members of staff. And if the staff recorded a certain amount of videos, they got to keep it, the whole kit. So that was a sort of incentive. And some of them became like stars within the big corporation because they were using it very regularly. To share to share knowledge that they've learned about the company, about software that they're developing and using it internally. And definite advantage on social media, I believe, because, if you go on, I'm on Facebook a lot, and if you look on Facebook, what are people liking and commenting about? And if you go and do the most boring business video with music that came from an elevator, with a presenter against the green screen. I hate that. There's probably somebody here that supplies that as a service. I apologize. But I'm not a fan of presenters that have no connection with your company presenting on screen. They can pop up, another company sometime, a competitor, for example, or just, I don't know, they're not unique to you. But also they don't feel your company. And, there's that kind of corporate business video, which I'm not a fan of, as you can guess. But what's crazy is somebody puts a photo of their lasagna on Facebook. They get loads of comments and likes. One of the biggest video, iJustine, the way she broke through on YouTube was she got a phone bill from Apple for her phone. The first time she got a phone bill from Apple for her iPhone. And the bill came through and it was 80 pages. They had listed every single thing on this huge ream of paper. And she filmed that, here's my bill, and she just kept on pulling it up. It's on YouTube. That was massive. And it's just those kind of quirky, behind-the-scenes, unscripted things that tend to get engaged with. Look at the time flying. Wow. I've asked that. Okay, here's a question for you. Who's going to make a video at this conference? Because I often come to the conferences like this and think, well, there must be your peers here, people that you want to connect with, probably are in this building, and they're full of knowledge. And if you've got a website, maybe you've got a blog attached to your website, think about the content that you could create here. Because if there's somebody you want to influence at this conference, film an interview with them, put it on your blog and tell them about it. And what's going to happen is they're obviously going to look at it, they're going to send an email out to their company and say, hey, I'm in this cool video, go check out this company. And you're going to put it on your Facebook fan page, and you're going to put it on YouTube, and, sort of take the opportunity when you've got it. That's what I would say. Now, I'm going to attempt to make a video right now. Now, this could go horribly wrong. I've practiced it like loads, but... so, yeah, I wanted to make a video, because I thought, has anybody ever actually made a video during the middle of a seminar? So, I don't know, let's give it a go. So this is the iPhone 4S here, right? And it's going to be an edited video as well, yeah? Not just a clip. Does that sound more... right. So, I can sense the answer here, but does anybody volunteer to be on camera? Does anybody mind me asking them a question on camera? Who's brave? No? Oh yeah, you're a star, So, I'm going to use my iPhone 4S and a really cool app that you'll find out about in a sec. So my first mission of doing this video is I'm going to get, the way this app works is I've got to get some cutaway shots, right? So I've got to go and film some of you guys sat here. It's not going to go on the web or anything, so don't worry about it. And if anybody not supposed to be here today, then tell me and I won't film them, but I'm not going to put it on the web. So, and somebody filming me, which is quite cool. Right. So my phone seems like it's got a bit of... Okay. Okay, so I'm on the video camera here. Okay, and what we're going to do is... It might help. Cool. Okay, so... So I'm going to try and steady myself a bit using my elbows here. So, okay. On this phone now, you can actually tap to focus. You can tap to focus. And yeah. Okay. Sorry, it might take a bit of time, but and as I said, I'm not going to use this, so right. It's going to be the craziest video ever. Right. what I'm doing is just getting the cutaway shots. So these are my cutaways. Nice. One more. Do you mind if I just get a shot? Oh, thanks. Cool, right. That'll do. Right, now, could I borrow you? Could you come up? Yes. So, okay, what am I going to do now? All right. Yeah, so anyway, let me say, this app is called Videolicious, right? And what you need to do is you do your cutaway shots first, okay? So whatever's in your camera roll, you can use for your cutaways. So that could be video that you've shot. It could be photos you've imported into your phone. Anything that's there, really. So you have to do those first. It's a bit weird, but you have to do it first. Then, inside the app, you choose your shots. I can't really show you, but I'm going into the camera roll. Whoops. Going into the camera roll, and I'm going to just choose those last 4 shots that I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so, and then you save that. Those are the ones that are going to play in order that you tap them, right? And now it says to you, tell your story, okay? So, loading camera, right? And you've got the option of, right now I'm filming myself. You can obviously on the iPhone click the button to turn the camera around, okay? So, all I need is, it's really not going to be used, but it's just like, who are you? What's your company, and why are you here today? Roughly about 30 seconds if you can get to it. Or 20 seconds would be all right, 25, yeah? So, okay, I've got to, okay, go.
Hi, my name is Beth Hayes. I work for UCAS, which is the Undergraduate Admission Service for the UK. I'm here today because I need to learn a bit more about how to get real value out of video, because we don't make money on our videos. We actually just use them as engagement tools. So I'm just learning how to do that.
Great. That's fine. Thank you very much. So, I probably talked just at the start of that, so you might hear a bit of me. Okay, next step, choose your music. Okay, you've got theme music that they provide you with, funky beat, seesaw beat, UFO, hop, hypno, scratch. It's all classy stuff. But you can obviously have your own music that you've imported into it yourself. So, I'm going to choose funky beat, because I like that one. Processing video. So right now, it's editing that video together. And you may think this is like, I don't know what you think, but you might think it's a bit of a joke. But actually, I did see somebody made some good money, a production company, by offering this at a conference. They basically were able to, go around a big exhibition with an iPhone on a stabilizer and shoot 80 or 90 of these videos and get them up on the internet in the same day, because it makes you an instant video. And they were selling that service, but it was great for the organizer as well, because they could, if you've got a 4-day event and you can get 80 videos up on day 1 of who's there, then that's great for leveraging people to talk about the event on Twitter and, hey, check out my video. I'm down at my stand, you know. Getting that content out fast, then it's going to explode outside, and then you're going to get more people coming back to your event on the other days. So, all right, that has now processed. Now this is where it gets, okay, so. Now I'm on a split screen here, so let's have a look. Oh yeah, okay, import that. What's the time doing? I'll keep it, but I need to. Right. Okay, go.
Hi, my name's Beth Hayes. I work for UCAS, which is the Undergraduate Admission Service for the UK. I'm here today because I need to learn a bit more about how to get real value out of video, because we don't make money on our videos. We actually just use them as engagement tools. So I'm just learning how to do that.
So, pretty shaky camera work there. I'll show you about steadying cameras in a bit. But you can see the value of that. I mean, it's edited, it's got music, it's got a top and tail. Imagine how many of those you could pump out, you know. And I think it'd be great for people like e-tailers. Say you're running a store and you want to show off lots of different items that you're selling. You know, you could make one video about each of the items with one of your staff or whatever showing the item. You could use it at an event. I mean, there's so many uses. I'll let your imagination deal with that one. But so what I need to do now is get back to my presentation, which has... 7 minutes? Oh, right, yeah, should be quicker. Free. Free, and you can get it on iPad and iPhone as well. Right, somebody help me because I've lost my keynote. All right. Hooray. Good. Yeah, I practiced that last night. I thought, would it work or not? But it did. Videolicious. Yeah, you've already got it probably by now. And there's different styles of videos you can make with that. So anyway, more examples. HubSpot, inbound marketing software company. This video is coming up, not great quality. 2008, ages ago in terms of video quality. But who cares? I mean, this video is not fantastic looking. It was successful, that's all I care about. It got a ton of views. If you go onto their YouTube channel, loads of comments. You guys are cool, cool video, we love you. This video is called Dude, Cold Calling is for Losers.
Hey, I'm Inbound Marketing.
And I'm Outbound Marketing.
So what are you up to today, Outbound?
I'm cold calling today. I've made 67 dials since 8 o'clock this morning. I'm all the way on the second column of page 106 in the yellow pages, and I'm going to set some appointments and close some deals. Watch this. Mr. Caputa! Mr. Caputa! Mr. Caputa! He hung up on me. All right, now I'm going to call the CEO of Initech. Mr. Johnson is going to buy some product. Hello, this is Outbound Marketing. Can I speak to Mr. Johnson, please? All right, I'm on hold now.
Hi, this is Inbound Marketing. Mr. Johnson, Intertech, how are you? How'd you find us? Google? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'll put an order for 4. Thanks so much. Tonight? The Red Sox? Absolutely. I'll meet you there. Thanks.
I hate you, Inbound Marketing. I got how much?
Okay.
Mrs. Carlson, my name is Outbound.
Can't work with this.
I've got to zip through these bits. Right. So I'm calling that Got Talent, as in Britain's Got Talent. Like, find the talent in your business. You know, who are the jokers? Who are the performers? Who does amateur dramatics on the weekend? Who's a video enthusiast? Have you found those people? Can you leverage those people? Can you make fun videos, make it a team-building exercise at the same time, and get videos out of it? It's a challenge bringing dry subjects to life, though. You know, they did it really well here. One show I love to watch, The Apprentice, the way that they take a subject like sales and make it visual. They don't sit in a room for the whole hour talking about sales. They set them crazy tasks, going and buying the best sausages they can find and selling them on the market in the East End. Anything you can find to take your topic and make it visual for video. So again, you can watch TV and learn from that. Lighting is poor in that video. Technically bad, but did all right. Anyone here struggle with that they haven't got a business that is visual? Does that resonate with anybody? They don't know what to do with video because the topic of their business is difficult to cover, or is that not an issue for... Okay, that's fine. I'm going to zip through some of this stuff. You know, this goes back to what I just said about thinking outside of the box. So how can you represent what you do in different ways? I'll just take one here. The gardening accountant doesn't exist, made it up, but accountants always saying, you know, how do I cover my business on video? Boring topic. What do you do in your spare time? Oh, I've got a fantastic garden, do loads of gardening. So there's your angle, you know, shoot him in the garden, trimming away at the bushes, and find some kind of metaphor, you know, tidying up accounts, getting things in place, arranging things. I don't know, you can see my point is that you can get them out of the office, the white wall, get people out and about, get them into a location where it's going to really add some value to what you're talking about. Can somebody give me a time check at the back? Yeah, what have we got? 10 minutes, okay. So I'm trying to leave time for questions, but I might skip over this guy. Right. So this is a guy from Scotland. He runs a pest control business. He wanted to do something unconventional. This is one of his first videos, not great quality again, but, you know, great idea here.
So just imagine yourself coming to the toilet and finding this.
That's what I'm saying. He's out and about doing his work. He's
Crawling
got
all
his
over the
camera with him.
walls. But we'll still get rid of them.
This bit is all too long. If you were going to do this, you've got to cut this kind of stuff down and make it short.
So what did you think of that, folks, going to the toilet and seeing that? Now I'm with the customer now, and she's going to tell me what happened. So tell me, what happened? Give me the story.
Okay, came home from work and went into the bathroom upstairs, and there was a noise before I went in, or buzzing. Went in, opened the door, and it was just swarmed with heaps of wasps everywhere, bathroom, window, the bath, the sink, the walls, everything. And I just closed the door. And now they're just creeping out the bottom of the door and coming down through my house. So I'm out of here.
So what, you're out here. So what was your initial reaction? What was your first thought?
I don't know, just yuck, just scared, petrified. Can't, no.
And
One
then-
thing, but not hundreds and thousands or whatever.
Yeah, well, I can't say to you that that doesn't usually happen, what you see. Usually they're quite happy to go in and out of their, into their nest, but they've came in, probably the lights attracted them, there's quite a few there now. And you'll come back later on tonight and hopefully everything will be okay.
God, I hope so.
Thanks very much.
Okay, I'm going to jump through this. Filming, not great, obviously. A lot of shaky cam. If you're going to hold pocket cameras, which the iPhone is quite hard to handhold, but average pocket camera, you've got to sort of lock in your elbows, you know, more of that kind of approach. Then a lot of people will be doing this, you know, try and lock it in. But great intention, you know, show what he's seeing. For me, that's better than just him sat in his office saying, we're the greatest wasp remover company in Aberdeen, come here, please. You know, he's starting to meet people, showing his customer, showing him relating to his customer, what kind of character is he like. That person will then say, hey, I'm on YouTube, the customer, to her family. They go and check it out. You know, here it is. He's on page 1 up here, Wasp Control Aberdeen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about the best camera in the world is the one you have with you. It's not my quote, but it's quite a well-known quote. And that just feel a bit like TV, a bit like daytime TV when you get those kind of disaster house shows, you know. There's a familiarity with the audience. People understand what those kind of shows are about, and so they can engage with this. They can't engage with somebody just giving you like a hard sell. Not so easy. Okay. I'm going to skip through this. Right, okay. Yeah, so some more little video tips from me. Just putting my sort of TV video making head on is give people a reason to watch until the end of your video. If you've got a call to action, how are you going to incentivize people to keep watching to the end? So, and mention it up top. So, if you watch this video through to the end, I've got something amazing to offer you. Or there's an amazing tip I've got for you that I'm going to give you right at the end of this video. But before we do that, give them a reason to stay with you. Stick to one goal. A lot of people try and make videos and try and pack it all into one video. Could your one video be two videos? I was doing a video the other day at an exhibition, and they wanted one video to target visitors and people exhibiting. But those two people are looking for different things. So could you split it? Keep your videos moving. He left it way too long on those wasps. Keep looking at TV, how the shot changes, keeps changing every few seconds. Music, pace, silence. If you're talking about it, have I done that? If you're talking about it, show it. So don't sit there and talk about this amazing event that you held. Let's see it. Or this amazing thing you've discovered. Let's try and see it. Obviously, call to action probably be talked about a lot later on, but you need people to know what to do when you finish your video. So be blatant about it. Click down there. Go check out this. Get this free report. Be very clear. None of these have got that. I want to ask you, does kit interest you? Equipment is that of interest to you? Yeah. Generally, kind of. Okay. Flip, dead. Kodak, iPhone. I have to say, sorry, I don't know much about Androids. I don't have an Android. I know some of you guys do, but I'm sorry, I can't help you with Androids. But Flip, if you've got a Flip, as you know, as I explained, Flip has been killed off. Downside with Flip, no microphone input. Solution is record the audio separate. If you're using Flips, you can record the audio separately. You could use an iPod Touch. You could use a dictaphone. And what you can do is basically record the audio on that device, record the video on the Flip camera, and then when you edit it, match the audio from the device with the video from the Flip. So you delete the audio from the Flip, you replace it with the audio from your other recorder, and then you get a lot better audio because onboard mics are rubbish. Everything between you and the camera gets picked up. So people clattering around, cutlery, any noise you can imagine will get in the camera as well. Whereas, as I'll show you, the Kodak range. I'll just whiz through this. Oops, sorry, went too far. Okay, I mentioned to you the Play Touch. Great camera, Play Touch. Great camera. Microphone input. Flip out USB arm, so you can plug it straight into your laptop. Memory card, so if you're doing a lot of shooting away from base, you don't have to have a laptop with you. You could take a bunch of cards with you. What else? Headphone socket. You can play back what you've recorded. You can't monitor the audio while you're recording, but you can play back on it to see if it's recorded okay. Play Sport doesn't have a microphone input, but it's waterproof. If you're running any kind of business that involves water, Play Sport, adventure sports or whatever you're doing. iPhone 4, this is, as you can see, I'm a bit of an Apple fan, but iPhone 4S, fabulous camera, as you've seen, it's 1080p, so it's full HD, the same as these cameras now. That's been the upgrade. It's got a brighter lens. I mean by that, it's better in low light. No memory card, so again, you have to keep offloading it. It's connected. Sorry, I missed this. It's got a stabilizer. Didn't seem to show there much. Connected to the internet, obviously, big advantage if you want to upload content quickly. Can't do that on a Kodak. You've got to have a laptop and you've got to have Wi-Fi. So apps, you can get iMovie for the iPhone. You can edit complete video on your iPhone with iMovie. It's like £5 in the App Store or less, probably less. Tilt Shift gives you that blurred background effect that you get on bigger cameras. You can start to push some of the background out of focus. It's an app. Almost DSLR. If you've got an iPhone 4, not a 4S, the app called Almost DSLR gives you more control. It means that you can tap to focus and lock exposure. For example, if you're filming yourself against the bright background here, And using one of these cameras, it will expose for the white. You'll end up as silhouette. But with control over the exposure, you tap on the camera on the face, and it will lock the exposure there, and therefore you'll be exposed correctly, and the background will go bright, which is better for the background to be bright than your face to be too dark, yeah? Okay. And you can, these are great if you want to do close-ups. Say you're manufacturing stuff or you want to film small items. Here's a video I made, okay? This is on the iPhone 4, not iPhone 4S. Yeah, that was all done on iPhone 4. So if you use light, you can really get great results. iPad 2 is one at the back there. You can shoot videos on that. You can plug a microphone into it. You can get, this device has just come out, wide-angle lens, top mic, stand that takes a tripod. And iPad's great for editing iMovie, because you can actually, if you're a PC owner, but you want to use iMovie, edit on an iPad. This gives you access to iMovie, which is normally only available on a Mac. Okay, I'm going to have to rush through these. Next stage up, there's not much in that range. Above this, at 130, in this middle section, most of the cameras you see if you go into like PC World, they don't have microphone input sockets. They don't provide them for the domestic market. So you have to really make a bit of a leap up to the £780 type cameras to get a proper camcorder with a flip screen, to get a microphone input. And obviously DSLRs, these are the stills cameras that shoot videos. They're really huge right now. But again, you're going to pay way more, less portable as well than the pocket cameras. Right, who wants a hot secret accessory? You're supposed to say, yeah, hooray. Okay, so that's it. That's all it is. It looks like sad, doesn't it? But in fact, that's it. This is a hot secret accessory that most people in the world don't know about. This is the cable that enables you to use a microphone in your iPhone or your iPad. So this is a socket here. This is used for obviously when you're making phone calls, speaking and listening. So you plug it into there. That gives you a regular socket that you can use on any sort of regular audio input type microphone, like this Tangle thing here, this is a lavalier like I'm wearing actually. Just clips onto the shirt here. This gives you great audio, so you can put your camera far away from you on a tripod, have two people talking in front there, and you can even split it with a lead like this and have two microphones. And this will also work on the Play Touch and the Kodak ZI-8, anything that's got this phono input. You can use mics straight into these cameras. With the iPhone 4 and iPad, you need this adapter, which I've only found in America, but they post it to you for nothing, right? This means you can also use like radio mics. Like right now, I'm talking, but my sound here is going back to the desk at the back wirelessly. You can buy this Sony ECM AW3, top left. It's a Bluetooth mic, £130. That means that you could have your camera at the back of the room and you could be speaking, you could be recording your presentation, you could be following somebody around doing reality-style filming and not have to have any leads between you and the person. This is the Audio-Technica mic that I talked about. Magnetic wide-angle lenses. Great if you're filming like interiors. In the US, there are estate agents filming their own property videos. Pocket video camera, any of these. Magnetic wide-angle. Just sticks on the front. Gives you a much wider field of view. Walk around the property or your design studio, whatever it is. Walk around like this pretty slowly. Use a stabilizer. You can get stabilizer plugins for software like Final Cut. YouTube has got its own stabilizer. You can put a video on YouTube and it will stabilize it for you. So if you're shaky, you can get a smooth glide through a property using a stabilizer app and a wide angle so you can capture it all. That's an hourly Bubo or Bubbo, which is like a device for the iPhone. You stick your iPhone in there. Tripod, very important. Lighting. Two lights I use, not these exact ones, but I've got two lights like this, £105 on Amazon, two lights, £105. Most people do not buy lights. That's the biggest mistake you can make. Video cameras need lights, particularly pocket video cameras. People buy the camera and think, that was cheap, that's it. Whereas really, think about your overall budget. Video camera, microphone, lighting. That's your budget. The budget is not just the camera. 2 of these lights, soft lights, they don't get hot, they use just fluorescent bulbs, great. LED top lights, if you're in like dingy sort of exhibition centres where the lighting is really bad, fits on the top, you can get like a bracket, so, you know, you can, that can even go brighter, yeah. So that's another little device. I love all these gadgets, right. I'm actually getting to the end of this now, right. Editing, you know, Windows Movie Maker, it sucks, but you can get basic editing done on that. Vegas, quite like Sony Vegas. Premiere, iMovie is great. Final Cut Pro 10. Professionals hate it, the new version that's come out. Most professionals don't like it, but it's about £200. You can buy it on the App Store. It does a lot of good things, a lot of great title effects. Beyond iMovie, you can do some motion graphics on it. Pretty good. Cloud editing, I don't know anything about that, but I saw all those signs there, so I thought I better mention that. You know, upload to the cloud and share your projects. Outsourcing, ever thought of outsourcing your editing? Editing is a pain in the butt, basically. Takes a long time, takes a lot of manpower. Do you know that there are teams of editors, like in the Philippines, for example, that can edit, you know, at very low cost? The rise of the video VA, the video virtual assistant. This is a new trend. Somebody video skilled in a different country who can do amazing graphics, who can edit, and wants your work. And you know, you can just send them the files, give them an outline, edit, upload back to you. Huh? You've got one? I don't have an excellent company, no, that's doing it. I know I would go to Odesk, odesk.com. You can find them there. I don't know of one central company, but I know there are people out there about to launch those kind of specialized outsourcing companies. Don't know what happened there. So, yeah, that's coming to the end now. So, you know, if you get inspired and maybe go and make a video today or at some point, you know, it'd be great to see them. And I'm on Facebook. People share videos on my wall there. Give you a bit of feedback if you want to. My course, I've got an online training course for business where people come and go through this online course where I actually show you how to use all these tools. I give a lot of knowledge about interviewing technique, how to shoot reality, how to get your message across on video. I do on-camera coaching, so how to get on camera, how to improve your on-camera performance. It's all done as a series of video lessons inside pocketvideopower.com. I've got people from all around the world go in there and do that. Jules TV, I've got some of my own sort of higher-end video work if anybody's looking for videos. This is not shot on pocket cameras, shot on higher-end cameras. It's my YouTube channel, it's a Facebook channel. That's it, really. So that was it. Oh, sorry, yeah. Thanks very much. And what time is it? We've run out, yeah, Miles? Well, I'm happy to take questions if anyone wants to stay. I don't know what's happening. And if you catch me around or afterwards or anything like that. So has anyone got any quick questions? Or? Oh, no, good. That's all good. You're all probably in a rush to get somewhere. So great. That's it. Thanks very much for coming. Yeah, of course you can, yeah.